So Mark is asking, does a tartan or a non-black bow tie constitute semi-formal and therefore a semi-formal sporn? So I'm assuming he's asking if he's has an outfit wearing a bow tie. Does it have to be a tartan bow tie, or does it have to be, and it could be any color bow tie? Does that make it as semi-formal, and therefore should he get a semi-formal sporn? I think is how he's phrasing it.
The bow tie to me doesn't say formal or informal, because you can wear a bow tie in a semi-formal event, whether it's black or not.
Yeah.
Depending on the shirt, depending on the jacket.
Yeah, it's the combination of elements is kind of what makes it formal in Highland wear. I mean, there's more strict guidelines in Saxon wear than in Highland wear, and I had a question about this too, so I'm going to go looking for that. Keep talking.
But ultimately,
here we go. Yeah, Cameron was asking us. He says, seems to be a lot of conflicting information on where different jackets and coatees and doublets fall in terms of semi-formal, black tie, white tie, and all that. Could we draw some of the lines as to where things fall? I would say essentially let's work from the top down. If you have a Prince Charlie jacket and a white bow tie, that's white tie. That is the ultimately formal. In Highland wear, you can substitute a nicer cut doublet for the Prince Charlie if you want a much more not rustic, but a more antique kind of a look. Like you have like a Kenmore or a Montrose even. Very formal. A Prince Charlie jacket can also be worn with a black tie, and that's more the area which I think they were aiming for it to be used when they invented it back in the 20s. But that is black tie. But then it starts getting confusing. You could do black tie with an Argyle jacket also. You have a wing collar shirt, and you have the black bow tie, but you're having a black waistcoat and a black Argyle jacket. That would be acceptable black tie. Mm-hmm. Semi-formal, you're getting into things like tweeds or an Argyle jacket, but not the wing collar shirt. So it's you know what I mean. The other parts of the outfit are going to make a difference because it's kind of a weird nebulous thing. I would definitely say a tartan bow tie is not formal. I'm a little biased against them though, but I would not. I've seen Saxon tuxedos where they have a tartan cummerbund
and bow tie.
That's
where I was going to go with it.
But for Highland dress, I would not consider a tartan bow tie a good choice.
No, it's a bit overkill.
It's a bit much.
Now,
you run the risk of looking cartoony, I think.
But on the other side of the overkill, you could also it comes down to the individual things, because I could see a bias cut tartan waistcoat with a kilt and an Argyle, or a 3-button waistcoat with a Prince Charlie.
Yep, I was going to say I've seen that.
So, and that to me isn't over the top. It's just different. The bow tie being tartan with the kilt looks a little off.
And very very often, like for wedding attire, people will opt to have a bow tie that is like a satin or silk bow tie, which is a color. There's a picture I use all the time of myself on the website, and I'm in a Prince Charlie outfit with a blue bow tie. It's basically to pick up the blue that's in the tartan I'm wearing. So I would say that absolutely if you're going with more formal, make sure it's a solid color tie, no stripes, no pattern. Black tie is the safest bet. And if there's any kind of a wing collar shirt involved, as opposed to a turn down collar, that's basically black tie or white tie. I would not consider that semi-formal.
Yeah, I agree.
So, Mac?
I'm assuming you said Cameron asked that question that you had.
Yeah, the relay question. Cameron Waldron.
Yeah, he's also on our live right now.
Oh, cool.
He also added to it where would you wear? Well, so where would you place the sheriff mirror? So where in that spectrum?
I'm a closet steampunk, so I'll wear it anywhere damn place. No, I would say a sheriff mirror can do black tie or white tie equivalent.
Yeah,
it's definitely because it's a more romantic doublet. I would go to the pub in a sheriff mirror. Well, I would, but I'm a freak. Now, if most people would not go to a pub or just like a cocktail party or something in a sheriff mirror, but for a wedding or a ball or something like I don't want to say a Masonic thing because they usually have a very specific uniform set, but you see what I mean. It's definitely either black tie equivalent or white tie equivalent.
Yeah, the more in Highland wear, the more frou-frou looking it is, the fancier it is generally.
I was just saying that today, in fact. Yeah, if there's velvet and lace involved, it's formal. Yeah. But that's how I'd play it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, it's a 21st century America. People will dress up in all kinds of creative ways for all kinds of events. Gauge your audience. Make sure that you're not an eyesore. Make sure you're not out of context with the other people who are going to be there. In this day and age, that's kind of almost an easier way to think about it than trying to come up with exact rules, because it is a sliding scale with Highland wear, for sure.
Yeah, there's in some ways there's more leeway, in some ways there's less leeway in Highland wear with what you can do or shouldn't do, or what looks good and what doesn't look good.
Yeah.
When in doubt, take a picture, email it to us, and we'll tell you if we think you're good looking or completely nuts.
Right. We have people who are completely nuts who still look good, though.
That's true.
With our clients,
Me.
yeah, that too, yeah. Mac,
Cameron did add that he's worn a tux to the pub, so Sheriff Muir it is.
Okay. I want to go to your pub, Cameron. Let's go drinking sometime. Sounds like my kind of joint.
It's the formalist of pubs, yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Right on.
Quite, Cameron, quite.
Yes.
Yes.